Hello dear students, today we'll start a chapter in your commerce book, that is chapter number 15, wholesale business, or we say wholesale trade. Now what is wholesale trade? Buying and selling goods in large quantity, or we say in bulk, is called wholesale business or wholesale trade, and the traders who deals in wholesale business are called wholesalers. Clear students? Now what wholesaler does? The wholesaler buys goods in bulk from producer and they sell these goods to retailer. So hence they create a link between, or they serve as a link between producer and retailer, and they don't deal in consumer. Now let us see some of the characteristics of wholesale business. The first one is they buy goods in bulk. Clear students? They buy goods in bulk from producers and they sell these goods to retailer. Next one, they generally specialize in one line of goods. Clear? Next, it keeps huge amount of stock. Now since they are purchasing goods in large quantity from producer, so they need to keep huge stock of goods. Clear? Next one, they do not have any kind of link between consumers, as they have a link between producer and retailer. They buy goods from producer and they sell these goods to retailer. So these are some of the important characteristics of wholesaler. Now let us see some of the important function of wholesale business. The first one is assembling. Now the wholesaler buys goods in bulk, so the wholesaler need to assemble these goods in its warehouse. Clear students? So assembly is one of the important function of wholesaler. Next one is warehousing or storage. So as wholesaler deals goods in bulk, so they need to be a warehouse where, or we say storage facility, where the wholesaler will store all the goods which he has bought from the producer. Next one is transportation. Now the wholesaler arranges transportation of goods from producer to its own godown, that is in warehouse, and as well as goods are again transported from the warehouse of wholesaler to the warehouse of retailer. So this way a wholesaler performs the function of transportation. Next one is risk bearing. Now as we know that wholesaler they deal in goods in large quantities. So now there can be risk that the goods may be damaged in godown or in warehouse. So risk bearing is also one of the important function of wholesaler. So these were some of the important functions of wholesalers. So students, now we'll see the services of wholesaler. The first one is services to producer or manufacturer. The first will be economies of large scale. Now as you know, the wholesaler deals goods in large quantities, so it enables the producers to produce goods in large scale. Next one is warehousing facility. Now a wholesaler holds goods in large quantities. What happens? It relieves the producers or manufacturer in performing the function of warehousing. Clear? Next one is publicity of goods. Wholesaler they launch advertising campaign, okay, so which helps in boosting the sales. So in this way what happens? It will give benefit to the producers, as they can produce goods in large quantity. Next one is financial assistance. Now a wholesaler often makes advance payment to the producer for purchase of goods, as you know that wholesaler buys goods in bulk. So what happens? It enables the producer, means it helps the producer financially, so they did not have to plow their capitals in maintaining huge stock. So these were the services of wholesaler to producers or manufacturers. Now let us see the services of wholesaler towards retailer. The first one is convenience in buying. Now a retailer can purchase goods of different varieties from one place and need not approach several scattered producers. Clear students? Now retailer can buy all the goods from one single wholesaler. They need not have to go to the different producers or different wholesalers for buying goods. Next one is credit facility. Now wholesaler provide financial assistance to the retailer by selling goods on credit. Clear students? Next one is publicity. Now wholesaler advertise goods on a large scale. Clear? Large scale to create demand for that particular good, and this way what happens? It enables the retailer to increase their sales as well as without spending much. Next one is assumption of risk. Now wholesaler save retailer from risk of loss due to damage, change in price. Clear? So the retailer need not have to maintain large stocks also. Why? Because they can keep that goods in the warehouse of wholesaler, as the wholesaler purchases goods in bulk from producer, so they will keep the stock in their warehouse. So what happens? The retailer buys goods from wholesaler, but it requires that particular stock. So students, now we'll see the services of wholesaler towards consumer. The first one is ready supply. Now the wholesaler keeps ready stock with them, so that the consumer can buy goods from retailer without any waiting, like they did not have to wait for the product. Next one is matching. Now the wholesaler make goods available according to the needs and choice and preferences of the consumers. Clear? Next one is low price. Now the wholesaler deals goods in large quantities. So what happens? Thereby they can reduce the price when they sell that particular goods to the retailer, so that further retailer can sell the goods to consumer at less price. Clear? Now next one is knowledge. Now the wholesaler provide all the information regarding products to the consumer, so that the consumers may not have any kind of confusion regarding the product. So these were the services rendered by the wholesaler to producer, manufacturers and consumers as well as retailers. So in this video today we have discussed about the concept of wholesaler, the functions of wholesaler as well as the service rendered by the wholesaler. So that's all from this chapter. Thank you, students.